Alright, here we go. Game 2 of Banarak versus oh there's Ian on the screen. Sexy, of course, yeah. He's got a tracer icon, isn't that great? I hope he gets base traded again. Anyway, here we go. So we have the nice little thing coming up, and that's the players. That's good. Okay, production tab. So you see that they're building drones and not probes because there's Terran versus Zerg. All right. So the first game was a bit awkward. A Terran with a wall didn't wall, but Bailings didn't really need be there. Zerglings kind of ignoring the fact that there's a billion Marines moving, and then of course Zerg being overpowered by having queens in the base and killing a lot of Marines that weren't being microed at all. So, alright, so that was already a nice prelude to what's going to happen in these grand finals of BWF for Starcraft, which is probably the most competitive game out there right now. But anyway, Zerg already building those units and actually going for a hatchery, I think. And then of course I'm in the crew area, so sometimes there's going to be some weird noises in the background, but we don't care about that because the game is more important. Building going down, so that's an expansion. I have to say something about StarCraft 2. The fact that you have these nice and tidy little safe expansions are just a safe bet to balance out some really glaring issues with the macro. I'm just gonna say that real quick. I just have to get that off my chest, but that's fine. Allowing everyone to be happy and wall off and stuff. All good. So there we are. We are going to see that command center go down for Terran as well. And hopefully they will get to the point where they actually can use some of the macro and not just rush themselves and lose to Zerglings. So, yeah. Spawning pool going down here as well. Gas being mined. So, curious to see if there's going to be any response to what happened before. Whether or not a tactic is going to be a little less aggressive from the Terran side of things or not. So we'll have to see. Already a single Marine, a second Marine now being built. And I don't know. 2 gases now being put down, so maybe a little bit more tech. Perhaps. Perhaps a little bit more. Okay. So a little bit of a scout because it's a 2-player map. It's quite important to know where your opponent is. But, alright, so we've got the metabolic boosted speed, so there is going to be lings in the mix. I've got an inkling as well, again, that there might be some lings being built, and Marines already, sorry, spoilers, Marines are also being built. A barracks now, a second one. That doesn't necessarily mean that he's just going to go for the one-trick pony and just build another 4 barracks. But, very tactical place, supply depot as well. Alright, yeah, first lings are going to come out, they're going to bump into that wall. Are we seeing, so we're not seeing a second gas yet. Speed halfway then. We are going to see roaches instead of banelings. Because perhaps they didn't need the banelings because the door was open. And a factory, so we do see some mix-up. We're not going to see a 5-minute game anymore. Some of you might find that a little sad, but okay. It's okay. It's a best of 5. Plenty more StarCraft to go. Because whatever else, you know. Anyway. The Zerglings, they are here. They are staring. They are waiting. They are going to take a little bit of a poke. And they... Oh, only 1. How conservative. And he will see 3 Marines! Well, what else? What else has he seen? I can actually find that out. But there were buttons for that. Yeah, there we go. But no. He hasn't seen anything else. So, there we go. He's oblivious. But he probably knows there's 3 Marines and there's a tech lab. So perhaps, not just Marines. Anyway, we've got the tech lab and soon we will find out. Oh, starport as well, so we might see some... Is 111 still a thing? I'm pretty sure it is. So, alright, Roach Warren now, lair. All good. No gas, no gas. So this is... It's gotta be some kind of timing push, right? I'm pretty sure he's capable of that. So we've got some Marauders. And we've got some stim packs. Which is also a thing he... could have used a little earlier in the previous game, but alright, we've got tanks, so yeah, alright. A tank. I'm in my comfort zone now. Oh look, Widow Mines have an upgrade, that's cool. Refineries, yeah, he's really committing to this whole I build units with gas thing, so that's good. These Zerglings still waiting. Now, very fast Zerglings with the speed upgrade, waiting. Oh, no, they moved. Maybe a little bit of a poke. Yeah, just one. He might not have even seen that tank, I think. Maybe you need to use most of the lings to get a better view. But that's alright. I'm not going to judge, because probably these guys will beat me at this point. Most people do. Alright, we've got a roach bust. That's not going to work as well as it did before because we do have this tank now. I don't... Oh yeah, right, they don't need to fucking research anymore, do they? Fucking hacks. So, okay. We have a bit of a move out. That might not be a smart decision. Where are you going with that move out, mate? Why are you doing that? Just because the guide says so, or because you have to put your units outside of the wall even though there's a roach timing coming at you? You know, oh yeah, he's going to expand his wall a little bit. But with the tank, depending on where they choose to engage, probably outside the range of the tank. Yeah, no, it's inside range. So, yeah, see, this is why you don't move out without knowing what your opponent is doing. He's losing quite a bit, but these roaches now need to get away. Otherwise, this is going to end up badly. He's not even going to take out the tank. 10 HP left on the tank. That's unfortunate. And I don't really know who the winner is. Nobody. Everybody lost, including you, the viewer, the single viewer. 3 tanks queued up. Yes! The old mistakes new again. If you are queuing up 3 tanks, it's time to build more factories. Okay? Because that's the price of 2 factories. Right there, inside your queue. Waiting, doing nothing. But alright, I'm not judging. Perhaps even with the auto repair that fucking SCVs have these days, maybe repair the expensive thing. It's usually worthwhile, especially at this level. There's some upgrades, perhaps not +1 armor, because who needs it? Just 2 buildings looking pretty. And we have capability of the medevacs here now. Alright, so roaming around Zerglings, not too bad if he can catch that off guard. Really wants to wall in this entire thing, doesn't he? And take a safe expansion here. But, yeah, I mean, I haven't really looked at Zerg yet. There was a bit of a drop, and I don't think anything happened. That was intercepted. I've been really focusing on Terran. I shouldn't do that. Spore Corolla coming up because, yeah, he's going to try that again. And, right, finally getting the gas in the expansion, moving up a little bit. Alright, third base, a little risky, but considering the Turtle Terran's tendencies, it's going to be, thinking of it with a T, but I can't. Safe! Okay. So right now, what is going to happen? You had a single push, didn't work out that well. Now there's going to be a lot of production outside of the base, because that would have been too safe. Of course, yeah, pushing through everything through that tiny little ramp is my move. Okay, a little third expansion for Terran as well, for free, because nobody's pressuring nothing. But I'm going to give it in terms of production. Well, let's see, army composition-wise, they're actually dead even because of that little break-even attack. Right, so just for the gas then. Just for the gas, the expansion, a lot of gas being pumped. Okay, so what are you doing with that, mate? Because you got some in the bank, don't you? Almost 2,000 minerals, 3,000 gas, so yeah. Going for those Hydras, bit of upgrades there. Okay, so we do have Terran who's going to be the one to move out here. Let's see where he's going to siege up. Because there's not much... Well, there's a tiny little ramp here. There's an expansion just now going out. So he's going to cancel out that. And I think call it a win. Maybe he's figured out about the base over there. Oh, that little drone's going to give it away. The entire army is going to chase the single drone, but of course, perhaps he now found that he was never going to find out about that base. He was never going to find out about that base. But now he does, and now we have a problem because Zerg needs to intercept, otherwise he's going to lose all that. Wow, he's expanding again. Well, yeah, what else are you going to do with 1,400 minerals instead of maybe build an army to counter the impeding doom of the Terran army? That middle mine, I think, is going to cause a lot of collateral damage in a minute. Because it's not being microed at all. Here it comes. The tank's not really helping their case either. And leaving the tanks on the ramp, just getting completely destroyed by the roaches. Now just the invincible marine medic, because there's only Roach Hydra here, because the links got evaporated a little while ago. Perhaps invest in something like fungal growth, or maybe some kind of blinding cloud shenanigans, you know, teching up a little bit. But I did observe a little bit of a game before, and that was a problem that Banarak had as well, trying to figure out what comes after lair tech. But alright, we've got a little bit of upgrade. Yeah, Terran's definitely in here now with some reinforcements. yeah, you can't see anything because of the overload. That's fine. This is actually a bad thing. Wow, he's gonna has it like that suddenly with 2,200 minerals in the bank, with 1,200 gas. Suddenly, out of nowhere, he doesn't have an army anymore because he probably didn't. He was expanding too much and wasn't worrying about his production, as so many do. That was a bit weird, but all right. I thought we were going to be here for 40 minutes. Yeah. All right. He didn't kill anything. He did. I mean, if he pulled it back, he killed those tanks. I don't get it. And then Marine Medic takes him out because he only goes the Roach Hydra. All right. I'm not one to judge. I'm just here to observe the train wreck that has happened before me. That's a little weird. Are we going to break for food? Really? Really? Well, we'll find out. See you in the next video.